All right, let's take a look at the rundown of YCS Raleigh. There is the 2024 Raleigh YCS, the first one of the new format. New format. And would you believe it? It's kind of looking like the same pie chart as we saw at the last YCS. It almost feels like the ban list didn't actually do anything. You could probably argue to an extent that the ban list allowed for like slightly more rogue decks. I mean, I think like the other section of the previous YCS top cut was maybe like 3 other decks, but here we've got, well, Plunder, Labyrinth, Flu, Pearly, Cash, Branded, Voiceless, and Stun. Which is like, you know, altogether that's 7 unique decks, which doesn't really happen that often when you have a tier 0 deck. So regardless of the diversity, quote unquote, of the other section, you're still looking at like, what, 20 out of 32 deck lists in Top Cut for one archetype. Obviously a little bit different between Fire King and Pure Fire and Pure Snake Eye. At the same time, I just think like, I don't think anyone is particularly surprised by this. But what I will say is the biggest surprise and takeaway from this personally is how much Pure did well. I thought maybe Fire King would become like the better version. I've always personally thought Pure was the better version even before the list. But Fire King being the better version over Snake Eye, I find it is kind of surprising to some extent. But apparently like losing all of your end board is fine. So yeah, Dissipator Omega. Yeah, hand looping is, we traded out what was essentially, I don't want to say like a good playstyle, you know, ending on Baron Savage Formula Mask or something like that. But at least you had, the hand felt a little bit more sacred than you. I've always felt like if people start like going for your hand, the deck is like somewhat degenerate. And here we are. It was always available, but people opted to just go for the safer Baron Savage. So yeah, we've got this is the breakdown of the full like deck. 20 out of 32 for Snake Eye. That's probably still way higher than people would have liked after a ban list. But at the same time, completely unshocking. The ban list didn't hit anything. It is what it is. As it feels. Thank you so much for the 17-month prime. But, I mean, there must be something to be said about the fact that there is somewhat quote-unquote diversity for the other section. So, I mean, do with that what you will. There are other decks to take a look at. All right, let's look at some of these deck profiles. Let's see what the pure first deck profile looks like here. Cam, the man, Spammin' Man, Neil. 5-minute deck profile from Cam. I wouldn't be surprised if Cam is out here just going to be like reading the cards and that's about it.
Only Bortle here from the YCS Raleigh
I haven't sat down and listened to that in a while. Bortle here.
event. My goodness, we have here the first place winner, champion himself, Cam the Man Neil, representing Team Bortle. God, yes, yo, Cam. How's it feel to win this event?
He's in Team Bortle?
Great. You know, just trying to keep Christian Urena's legacy alive.
Oh, gee, yes, he's nice. Well, Cam, before we start this deck profile, yo,
I don't get the reference.
Yeah, so shout outs to Team Bortle, shout outs to trollandsoul.com, Dragon Inc., shout outs to Christian Urena behind.
Did he say shout outs to Dragon Link?
Every
Is that the name of a sponsor? Is he talking about like the deck?
great man is even greater man. Shout outs to Toby, Pack, Colin, Ramiro, Jesse, Alfred.
This is crazy that he's like reading off of a list here. Like, okay, here's your paid for sponsorship deck profile callouts. We'll give you all the cards you need and give you some money for a hotel, etc. Now read our sponsors. And then the people who look at the deck profile, you know what they do? Right here. Click, skip, and there it is. Dragon Inc.
My niece.
I feel like there has to
Carrie,
be something cool you can do with that.
Team Nico. And most importantly, shout out to my girlfriend. She always be test playing with me.
God, yes. And oh, it's pretty dope, Matt. Make sure to check out our big cartel
Is that real? I can't tell if he's being serious.
link down in the description down below. God, yes. Without further ado, Cam the Man Neil.
I can't tell if that was a joke or like...
Alright, so starters. Played 3 Ash. You know.
Starters, 3 Ash.
Jesse didn't play it, but 2 Poplar. Sometimes the third one comes up, but you know when draw that card kind of sucks. Oak, you should have him play 1. It's all pretty standard.
They should have limited the
2
Oak.
Flame Bears. 3 Witch. 3 Wanted. You want to be able to play the game. Like you saw DB Carter, he didn't try the starters.
Yo, hold up. Where's the
Was it
birds,
Jesse who
man?
played Two Witch
Birds.
during the UDS?
That card, like if I could play 80 cards in my deck, I still wouldn't be in my deck.
Oh my goodness. All right.
Neither
Well,
would
Jesse
the cash
played
cards.
one.
That was there. I play 1 and 1. Play 1 for 1.
Okay, that's all the
Three
standard
Farfa.
stuff. No, this is all the standard stuff.
All the
Okay, that's
engine cards,
no one changes
those
any of
jet.
those cards. Probably that one
And
stays
then
the
for the
same as well.
non-engine, I played 3 Nibiru,
This one feels
Three
pretty
Gas
staple this
Blaster.
format.
3 Effect Veiler.
Okay, just all in
3
on hand traps.
Impermanence.
3, 6,
Three
9,
draw
12,
locker.
15.
This card low-key was kind of mid, but it came up sometimes when opponents activated Pressure Planet because they were playing a bad build.
Mm.
And then the
I don't
last
like
hand
draw.
trap 1, Ghost Corner for the crossouts.
At crossout's pretty
And
cool.
then I played the 3 crossouts to beat hand traps and 1 triple.
Like the crossout specifically is insane. Because obviously like the typical standard thing to do is just hit all the hand traps, right? That just makes sense. But using crossout like in the mirror match is pretty freaking crazy as well. Because hitting like things that your opponent does like immediately on summon, you can hit like Witch, you can hit like Ash, engine pieces, and beyond the hand traps as well, the talents, like because that's why I think he said he's playing 1 talents because of this. But talents is good to draw to have, and you could also cross it out. And talents is like talents is really really good in the mirror match. So being able to cross it out is pretty disgusting.
Triple attack times I made it for the crossout.
I supposed to make that count.
41. I felt like people would be playing like some board breakers and stuff, so cross out for the talents.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Nice.
Okay. What made you decide to use this deck for the post ban list, man?
It's Snake Eye. Another thing.
His face is just completely perplexed. Like, he's like, what is that question? I gotta hear that again.
Nice.
Okay. What made you decide to use this deck for the post ban list, man?
It's Snake Eye.
That's right, that's right.
They literally hit 0 cards in this deck.
Let's go, Konami.
Zelantis
What did he say? Let's go, Konami.
and Raider Force, Princess, SP, Hida.
How do these players just all max out their decks, by the way? Oh, actually, he doesn't have a QCR princess. He's a poor.
Phoenix, Celine, Megapalooza, IP,
Just to ask a friend, true.
the Typhon. If you play Action Code over this, you'll know what you're doing.
Put
This
what
guy-
over this? I think I need subtitles for Cam, honestly.
Typhon. If you play Action Code over this, you'll know what you're doing. This card.
I don't know what he said. Oh, access code, right.
If I wouldn't have won my
If you play access code over this, you don't know what you're doing. Interesting.
top 16 without this card. Play with
Fierce
the
words.
And then Formula. For the Synchro. Dispatch Omega.
There's the bullshit.
I mean, combo never is odds. Like, you're getting hand trapped. So, like, I literally only summoned these, like, twice. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, like, which combo you play. Because your combo.
Oh my god, man. Most eloquent Yu-Gi-Oh player. Anyway, so he says that he basically summoned these, like, guys twice. And they were supposed to be the direct replacements for Savage Dragon and Baron de Flor. So you go from like the end board pieces to like the the hand rip strategy. But that's the thing with the Snake Eye mirror match and just probably the general gameplay loop of the current format. It's like you just get hand trapped. You just get stopped by your opponent, like basically more often than not. So they don't really even come up because you're just getting constantly stopped by your opponent. But if you do get to pull this off, well, it's really strong and powerful because obviously you're looping 2 cards. And if your opponent's on some like, multi-talent, super poly, dart ruler, droplet, all these kind of crazy like going second cards, you have a chance to just hit them out the hand. So if you do end up getting to that point, well then obviously they're very good. But they're not like relevant in the sense that they really practically apply to like a typical like game of Yu-Gi-Oh with this format because everyone's just playing like 20 hand traps, right? They're just there for the board breaker decks. You need a higher ceiling versus those. Yeah, basically. You only went into Baron Savage every third game too as well. Yeah, I think it was like Jordan said to me he like won the regional and like last format's regional, and he summoned like Baron and Savage like twice or something for the like 7 rounds. Because you just don't get there. You just don't get to that point. Like more often than not, Masquerena is actually like your best card because that's like the easiest one to get to through hand traps. Wait, 0? There's no way. You won the regional summoning them none? 0 times? Wait, is this side deck? Or is this... Oh, no, it's side deck, yeah. Okay, 3 Bestials, that's cool.
I played 3 twins.
Does he play Bestials for the mirror?
Regardless.
Surely not without Link Rebo anymore.
Some Bestials, 2 Juris and a Magna.
He doesn't say why.
So
like, Bestials are kind of nice in the mirror. But, like, I don't know if, like, they're for the mirror. Yeah, Masquerena is probably the most important one, but he hasn't actually said why.
Girl, because Running Stone got pretty popular, so I played 3 Twins, Twisters, 3 Cosmic.
Oh yeah, Formula's dark as well.
They're right. I don't do...
Sorry, this is just so funny to me. This guy has like QCR Masquerena, like Quarter Century Typhon. He's got like max rarity of like all of the big cards, and then bro shows up with like a borrowed Twin Twister. Like, that's just insane to me. Like, he had all of those other cards, but the 3rd Twister, he had to borrow that. That's crazy.
I played Wandering Sun, I drew Cosmic, and he used Crystal on it. 3 Lullaby for going first or second in the mirror. And then going first versus everything, 2 talents.
Besides Lullaby against everything.
Jeez.
Sorry, in the mirror.
Yeah,
for first and second.
Cameron Manil did go undefeated day 1, and weird he won out.
Like, do you just take out more hand traps?
Day 2. That's pretty nice, right?
Pretty nice.
Jeez. Well, again, guys, check out the description down below to support the channel and all that greatness. And Cameron Manil, congrats on beating that top 8 curse.
Oh, thanks.
There you go.
No, you can't go over 10.
Oh, it takes 10 tries, guys. Yeah. Yes. All right. Until then, next time, everyone. Bordeaux out.
That was a deck profile. That was a deck profile. But okay, congrats 07, you know. That's really cool that he played the crossouts. I think was like the biggest thing that I was a fan of there. I think they're really nice. So, and they wake for good side deck cards as well. Because yeah, like you said, going second, they're maybe not that ideal. You can hit like some engine pieces, but not really. You're kind of dealing with like extra deck monsters at that point. And then bringing in like Bestials or multiple talents and stuff, it seems pretty good. All right, let's check out second place. Labyrinth. Does he have a deck profile? Okay, huge.
Bortle here with Piper Life Games. We have
Bortle.
here the finalists of YCS Raleigh.
I just watched this on Bortle's channel. I think he has like a better quality like cam and audio thing. There it is.
Bortle here with Piper Life Games. And we have here the finalists of YCS Raleigh. Please introduce yourself to the world, man.
Hi everyone, I'm Jack Joe. That is my English name. The Chinese one would be Fei Yang. That is
Fei Yang. Remember the name, bitches.
I got top 2. I must say in the final, which made me not able to gain the champion.
What deck, bro?
I'm playing Lab today.
Oh, nice.
Which is my favorite deck of all time.
Congrats. Well, before we see the deck profile, any shoutouts?
Yeah, shout out to an Asian server who taught me a lot because I only played Yu-Gi-Oh for 2 years and they helped me a lot since I started to play.
2 years and he's a finalist.
Right, so for that part,
that's pretty cool.
3 Ariana, 3 Chandelier, 3 Stupid Torby, 1 Cook Clock. I think these are all like staples.
All in on the
3
furniture
Arias.
pieces.
I play 3 because I want to get the maximize my possibility for having turn 0 moves. 1 lady.
Is there really anything that stops like Arias plays turn 1? It's basically just Ash Blossom, right? So turboing all this stuff going first is pretty nice.
It's a brick, so I guess 1 is good.
How many years have you played?
1 lovely.
You know, I've played.
And then 3 Volcom, 3 big. 3 Volcom is because I have 3 Arias, so Volcom plus Arias is pretty good.
Where every lab player, they just play like max rarity. Like that's all of them together collectively. They just can't play anything less than like the $7,000
and then 3
engine.
Okay, it's just the greatest card to.
Okay, this is cool. I'm gonna put this on normal speed here. Backjack, obviously, like kind of weird. But when you're maxing out on like 6 furniture pieces plus like searchability, very nice. But he has to play a lot of traps for this, and a lot of your trap slots are taken up by the Arias. So the only hand trap he played looks like Nibiru. So it must just be like pure like 20 trap cards all the way up to like basically no other space for he didn't even play the field spell. So let's see what he says about this.
The card to discard for all the furnitures. Hand traps is 3 Nibiru and 2 Imperm.
Okay, Imperm makes sense.
The best card.
It's a hand trap and a trap.
I must play at least 2 because I play trap tricks. 2 transaction rollback. It just
I don't like rollback in this deck, man. It just feels really inconsistent. But 2 copies with the 3 furnitures, I guess, works out pretty nicely. And copying the graveyard imperms and stuff actually came up on stream. So there's a world where you even set the card. Yeah.
A very good turn after you got
made it work.
Ash. And then 3 punishment, 3 trap trick.
Listen, man, if you're going to go all in on like the max rarity thing, I get it. But like to mix and match, like, come on, man, just put it in your binder and just play like super punishments. Like this just hurts me.
To the Ruma.
It's searchable, I suppose, you know. Prince Lady can just get it from your deck, so you always go for the royal one. Royal, yes, that's what it's called in TCG.
That's all the trap cards. And then 1 rivalry as the...
That's all the trap cards and then shows rivalry. You see, rivalry isn't a trap card. Rivalry is an experience. Okay, it's not like a typical like Yu-Gi-Oh game piece, like a trap or a spell or something. It's a way of life. So that's why it's the final 40th card that he's showing.
That's the Floodgate, which is the card that should save me in the end by mistake.
Oh wow! How did it perform for you throughout the weekend?
Portal, what is this question? How did rivalry perform for you for this weekend? Bro, I don't know. Like, it auto won some games and was dead other games. Like, what is this question?
This deck, the main deck, I think it works out pretty good. I may consider to play this.
I flipped it and they scooped. Okay.
Or maybe not. I'm still considering on this, but I think all the others works pretty good.
Okay. What was the main deck count?
It's 40 in total.
Oh, God, yes.
40, right? You didn't say 48. I'm not mishearing that.
Entire main deck and extra deck.
Durham Cannon was pretty crazy.
So
that might be a
first
3
talk about all the monster that should be that is feeded for dogmatic punishment. So first, Enigmaster
The fuck is that?
Packbit, and then
I did not hear that.
The 2 Chimeras. This is good because this can discard me a card. Sometimes when I start with Aria's punishment and backjack, I can use this to discard my backjack to look at the top 3 and then review it again
like a
to
miniature
do more resources on turn 0. Like
Sent to the grave, target a monster in your grave or face a monster your opponent controls, discard a card and place that monster in its owner's spell and trap zone as a continuous spell. What the hell? This thing's crazy. Where's it from? Phantom Nightmare. Very nice.
my opponent's first turn, and then Bucephalus with Garura. I think everyone knows it. It's a very good combo. Myriologic Aggregator is the negate. If you see the feature match on top 4, you'll see is a very good negation.
Yeah, that card went hard.
Make sure, but you use it. Entis, of course, you play.
Question:
you play
why
Butterfly,
don't
you play
lab
Entis.
players pay pot cards?
And then all the rest. First is a SP Little Knight. It's the best thing to do right now. 1 Muckraker.
Does this guy not play Chaos Angel?
It's a Monster Reborn. And then
It's not a trap. Too slow. What the hell?
Anima is with the SP together.
The thing is, like, if your pot gets ashed,
Chaos
it means they're
Angel.
not ashing your
You just use it
Labras,
with
right? So
Labras always.
I feel like it's better.
4+6 or
good.
2+8. You can use it like for many times also.
Rather have draw labs or
Also
traps.
good card.
But the pot is a lab or
Because
trap card.
Labras
So you know.
your deck was Fian, so it won't lock you down. And then in the end is Yama, Anguish, and Abomination. It's a combo piece for Unchained on side deck.
Okay, Unchained Engine as well.
WTF 41 months aware. Have you moved back
Thank you,
into
Jonesy.
your own house now?
Yes, sir. We're in the office, kind of, sort of,
Very nice.
as you would describe this.
And in the end, it's the side deck. First, it's the field spell is good against Runic and also Branded or other grind matches.
Ah, I really like that.
Take controls. Those I never side in them, so I guess I'll side them out in future.
Man, this is the first time I've seen Snatch Steal since the ban list, by the way. The other ban list. That's really funny. Because in 2014, we went absolutely berserk over this thing. But here we are, and like, Snatch Steal came back, and nothing happened.
I don't think these are good cards. I'll save the place for other cards. 1 Duster is just
the irony.
all the stun decks. 3 Phantasme is the best card for you because
Phantasme works so good in
helps
this
you to get the entire combo piece, and since you get the combo piece, you can do a lot of things even during your opponent's turn. One Shavara, it's the key toward the on-chain system. I'll cite in this in every only second match, and those helps you a lot. On Gozen, I try to use this to
I
respect.
feel like Gozen is worth going first with, surely.
Flounderies, I never met
main decking, rather.
I met none of them, so I never cite in this for these 2 days. 2 barriers is just for branded and voiceless voice. DDG is for Snake Eyes and other deck that may be hit by DDG. Full Force, if you see
that was insane. Oh,
if
he
you see
does
this
play
card
2
on
Full Force for the trap trick. That's
feature
crazy.
Feature match in the end, you'll know how strong this card is.
Because we were debating
How
on stream if he had the
Insane.
second Full Force
Yep.
virus
Well, Jack,
as
hey,
a
congrats again on
target for
making it
trap
all the way
trick,
to the
but he just
finals.
hard drew it.
Thank
So
you.
Thank you.
y'all.
Until next time, everyone. Borderline.
Bortle out. Okay, that was it wasn't like completely not standard, but I feel like, you know, innovating Labyrinth is, I mean, it's probably going to be more interesting than like, I feel maybe like a pure Snake Eye main deck at this point, honestly. Do we want to watch a Fire King deck list? Because I really feel like a Fire King deck list is so like standard, right? Like there's no room for anything in a Fire King list, surely. I don't really want to watch a Fire King one. It's basically the same, right? Like, what are the flex cards here? Like, Droll, Cross Out. Like, you can kind of interchange those. Everything is pretty set in stone. And the side deck is playing Skyfire, which is kind of cool. Subversion as well. I'm surprised more people don't do Subversion. We do got to give respectorinos to Mr. Where is he? There he is. Austin Boston. Give me that. Wait, he didn't make a video? Nah, surely Austin made a video. He's a Yugi tuber. That's his, like, literal job. What does this guy grind, dude?
Hello.
What is that audio?
Hello guys, Boss with Famas here, and this is my
Boss with Famas! Oh my, that's old school. He hasn't changed his channel trailer in 4 years, by the way.
Hello guys, Boss with Famas here.
Boss with Famas. DB Grinder and computers. And world maps and geography. Name a better combination. Alright, well, I guess we're just gonna have to look at the deck list. Look and stare. There's no way. He played 42? Oh, but you gotta love to not see that. DB Grinder played 42? The absolute betrayer. Wow. Gotta hate to see it. Gotta hate to see it, dude. I'm upset. I'm actually heartbroken here. My lighting here is not ideal, is it?
Snakes.
Snakes on a plane. Thank you, Pikachu. Appreciate the resub. All right, so 42 card main deck. And what are the differences here? He's playing, okay, Kashtira is like the main one. So 3 copies of Unicorn, kind of. 2 Field Spell, 1 Unicorn, plus Burf and Fenrir. Like, it does make sense, by the way. Just saying, like, you know, memes aside, like, over 40 with the Kashtira stuff feels like kind of, like, relevant. You don't really want to be opening, like, Flamberge or, like, Birth alone.
20 years Pog.
So I guess, like, 42 kind of minimizes that a lot because your consistency still stays relatively equal. So I've never, like, thought, like, playing over 40 is incorrect at all. It's just interesting that, DB Grinder of all people was the one who didn't play 40. Baraldi, thanks so much for the 20 months. Why 3-2 split in the cash engine when you could just play more starters? It feels weird. More starters in what sense? The cash tiers aren't really like starters per se, though. That's the thing. They're just nice little complements for your engine that also help you go into... Wait a minute. I almost said Baron. Wait, hang on. The synergy with the hand traps doesn't exist anymore with the cash tiers. Huh, never mind. That's just a lie. Yeah, they're not like starter cards per se. They just help you do all of your link plays. And this deck is a link deck. That is 1 Fenrir, 1 Unicorn work. Well, don't forget the 2 field spells is really where your consistency is coming from here in your deck and your what's it called? Deck thin. Could watch Jibs' pure snake profile for the extra. Skip main, but he had different sacred package. Jibs, who's Jibs? Can I get a Jib in the chat? Who's Jib? I need the name here. They make your worse into Droll. Yeah, which is also kind of odd because there were people maining Droll. And Cam was one of the people maining Droll. And this guy who got top 4 with Fire King also main Droll. That's kind of surprising. I guess he just didn't run into it. Braithwaite. All right, let's take a look. Got a video here. All right, show me that extra. Show me that extra. Danny Dynamite, thank you for the 18 months.
For the extra deck, I played this cool package. I played Scarred Red Dragon
I can't see.
Archfiend, Red Dragon Archfiend, and Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss.
Okay, my man is absolutely like frying with the oil.
So the idea behind this engine is you can either do this, you can do Herald, you can do Omega Dispatter, but this combo allows you to still end on Hot Red if you get Nibiru'd, which the other combos, they don't work if you get Nibiru'd usually, but you can still get to Hot Red if you get Nibiru'd. And then Scarred Red says if it's used as a synchro material to summon, if it's sent to the graveyard as a synchro material, you summon Red Dragon Archery from your extra deck and then destroy all monsters your opponent control in attack position. So when they nib you, they're gonna nib you, you summon Hot Red, and then you kill the nib. So it's not even like they can like they lose the body also. And then Red Dragon Archfield's effect is kind of relevant. It says if it attacks a defense position monster, it destroys all other defense position monsters. So it helps you.
That's pretty fucking crazy. You can do this through nib? Does he show the combo? I mean, I guess it's just like involving Jet Synchron, right? Nice. Scarlight Dragon Archfiend, the not the OG one I'm looking for. No, that's Red Dragon Archfiend. This one, Scarred Dragon Archfiend. If this is sent from the monster zone to the grave, anyway, special summon a Red Dragon Archfiend from your extra, and it's treated as a synchro summon. If this card was sent to the grave as a sync material for a dragon, a dark dragon synchro, destroy all attack position monster your opponent controls, so you can only use this once per turn. That's freaking nice. Holy. That's like actually impressive. All right. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Do we have... We don't have a deck profile from Despia Man yet, unfortunately. Got DB Grinders up here. Hoban's list isn't up. Not a lot of people's deck lists are available just now. We haven't got the captain's deck list either. Flunder! Is there a video? Yes! Oh, 8 minutes? That's really, really funny. The longest video of all of the deck profiles we've seen so far are the is the Flunder one. That's absolutely amazing.
Alright, we're here with
Evan Valenzuela.
And what did you do?
I feel like he wasn't sure about his name for a second.
Woo! Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats. Nice job.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna go 0-3. I'm like, whatever, we'll just bring anything. And then I guess, you know, nobody has, no, I don't know, there's no summon limit anymore. There's no, like, I mean, Kiku's at 1. So,
I thought I was going 0-3. Said every Flunder player.
And what was the deck you played?
Flu, the best deck.
The best deck.
The one that
Best
didn't
deck.
get hit. So,
Alright, let's get into the list.
How is it that within 30 seconds you can declare that your deck is the best deck, but also say you thought you were going to go 0-3? Explain. You gotta love the price support for Yu-Gi-Oh, by the way. Just look at this. A mat, which is cute, and then just a rubber band like pack of boosters on the right here. Just your sandwich like top freaking 16 price support. Just a pile of boosters and an elastic band.
all right, so this is gonna
Loose
be
packs, by the way. You don't even know if you're gonna get a secret.
You got 3 of Rabina, you got 3 of this one.
Oh god,
We're on
yes.
2 Toucan just because like it works with like calorie.
Yes.
One of this one.
Oh my god.
I don't know. The other snake deck, so it's easy to get live or whatever.
The
One
other
triple
stink,
M-Pen,
tell
just
'em.
like, I don't know. It's
Triple M-Pen,
you're gonna open
oh
a shitty,
god.
If you're gonna open one of the big birds in your hand, it's the least shitty one to have.
Yes.
This that's standard.
Yep.
This lets you loop shifter infinitely and spin back stuff because it's funny.
Oh
this
my
one
god,
lets
yes.
you get to
Spinning
early.
back
This is
cards
like
because
a-
it's
I mean,
funny.
Stuff everybody knows. Like this is a soft once per turn, so like you can drop it, then it comes back, then you drop it again, it gets another negate, etc., etc.
2 negates, that's crazy.
Shifter, there were games.
That's like Snake Eye with less
obviously,
steps.
But like,
Best card in the game.
there were games where like I had to go second against like Fire King Snake Eye, and like you just crack it with this shit because you just like you don't even need the shifters half the time because like as long as you, I guess whatever.
Okay, now he's capping. What is he saying? You going second against Fire Kit, you crack it with this shit. What, Robina? Shut up. That's not true. You did not do that. That's not true. You did not do that. Bro was not cracking Fire King decks with just Robina.
We get through that, but like
It's true.
like map, the terraforming because you want 4 copies. Why not? Advent. This card.
The interrupts don't hurt you?
Pretty good.
What were some of the plays you did with it?
I'm pretty sure there's a certain link 4 monster
if you
that
have,
says
like,
this deck is not
this
able to
gas
play
against,
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Like Fire King, or because I'm on. I guess I'll just show it for now. I'm on Dark Rulers or whatever. So I think for most decks in the format, this sucks, right? Because like you Dark Ruler their field, you special something to get Promethean, and they just like get 20 grave effects. With this deck, it's like you're never gonna trigger Promethean, so like it never like comes up. It's never going. So like this is just it shuts. Like, everyone's ending on like IP plus like I don't know, like they're doing like IP with Soul Trap Zone, put the Flame Birds, get it there, and then like the Appos and whatnot. So like they usually just crack it in draw phase. So you're gonna get, I think you have like 4 copies of this.
Oh shit!
Like this is good. I think in blue, and then this in rotation. Once you get past the Appo, their board's pretty easy because like if they're playing the Fire King one, which I think is the shittier.
The way he's doing this deck
there.
profile is making me nervous, by the way.
you
He's
just
like
do
in a
this, you
hurry. Like he
whatever
wants to
the
leave.
board, you crack this, and then like you tribute over the field spell, and then gone, and then you just.
Good morning, Mr. Farfa, the usual monthly check-in. Good to see you and the family, finally, properly settling into the new house. Hope you are well.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate the 42 months, Brandroid. Much appreciated. Thank you, son. Yeah, so 4 copies of Dart Ruler, plus you get to thrust into Terraforming for map, which is like your best extender, quote unquote. I can't really hear what he said about the continuous spell, though, because of the announcer, but Tribute Europe, Stormforth me again, Margaret, I guess. Good card.
I mean, like sometimes they'll have like some recursion that can win.
Shut up!
Win it. Like it's really bad for the most part if you have like extra follow up anyway.
What the hell is that in his hand?
And then back to the flu stuff.
Oh, okay, just the trap.
One trap. I've done some builds for play too. I might want to go back to it, but I was just one for today.
I can't hear.
3 pot. I did 2 calorie.
Oh, he's playing carry.
It's fine. It came up occasionally. It's a really easy side out. So like if you need to like get 4 things in or whatever, you can always side one of these out. You can always side the second out if you really want to get like End Hate or something. The one scenario I think I had was like somebody like did tactic like Talon's take and M-Pen, or like attempt Talons to like take something, and I was able to like tribute my M-Pen, get another M-Pen, because you can get the same you can get the same name. It doesn't really matter. So like it just needs the same level, which is like. So it's fine.
Okay.
Usually you just want to like a level 1 or something. You use like 2 can or whatever with it, and then one evenly won this. Just for the thrust. This is like nice against like the Snake Eye board. Like if you get like these 2 in conjunction, you can just like drop this first. They'll usually just keep the Appo, and then you just drop this on the Appo, and then you just win out anyway. It's pretty good.
Why do
I don't think
TCG
this
players do all these
independently
quirky
clears
things with their
the board,
fingers?
like, in
TikTok
conjunction,
brain.
like, doesn't really matter.
Unironically.
You get them to so little, and then you just
Western culture,
recurring value
ADHD,
and
can't
just
focus. TikTok, like that's how it
and then
works.
this, I
like
was
unironically,
I have more
you haven't
side,
you haven't sat
but I
down
was
and played a
leaving
game
this
of Yu-Gi-Oh
in
without doing this shit,
for-
without realizing how good it feels.
Whenever-
Trust me,
no,
it, it feels good.
And the side I have like 2 more of these when I go first, but even in games where I was going like second, I would just keep the 1 because like you just get into grind, you get into states where it's like, you know, you're on turn 3 and it's like if you can drop this and you just skip their turn like in that.
Sometimes like in fact most of the time you're not really like OTKing your opponent probably with Flunder. Like that's just not going to happen assuming your opponent's on like a semi-competent deck and doesn't completely like piss away all of their resources. And of course, most importantly, you're playing like Dark Ruler, which means you definitely can't kill them. You crack enough of their field here, and then if you can like, you know, 3 copies of Featherstorm in the deck, 2 and 1 with the thrust, allows you to just set it from deck, and they can't beat you on the crackback. Summon on their turn, summon again on your turn, and that's the end of the duel. So generally like keeping like traps and stuff going second is like pretty bad, but as he said, like it's still really good and worth having when going second.
Position you just because they have no. You can their follow up and then you're playing flu, so you just get advantage anyway. Side deck.
Side decking Ash. That's
I think if any deck that's going to play Shifter, I don't think you can ever go above 40 because you want to see it. And it's also like with Shifter too. It's like it's not just this card in flu. It's not just good because it's like, oh, there's graveyard deck. It's just like you can't get Veiler, you can't get Trolled. The best thing you do with this card.
Is you guys explaining Shifter?
Left hand Jaffa, right hand.
You guys haven't explained. Jesus Christ, that emo. Thank you, Wearing Diamonds. You see, guys, Shifter is not just a amazing, crazy floodgate that just auto wins you the duel. No. It protects Robina. Your opponent can't Veiler you. They can't use any graveyard disruption. Like Maxi as well. So, you know, it's a good card.
Is if you open it in conjunction with a pot, you go like you lead your pot.
Dimension Shifter is
and you go,
called
like,
by the grave.
Like you go prosperity, and they go okay nothing, and then like they have like a droll in hand, and you go okay chain link to this. So like they had like so then there's probably like a scenario if they like droll Ash, you're like I want Ash.
I can't believe he's teaching us combos with Shifter. This is crazy. Like. It's been how long? 5 years since Shifter's been out?
I have droll, and then now they can't use droll, and you get 6. So like, it's nice. That's like the.
Oh, he's explaining Shifter? Because like there's nothing to talk about with Flunder. Like genuinely, like what do you say? Like it's Flunder.
I don't think I needed him. I didn't play any branded.
This deck was solved like 3 years ago.
Or just any deck that seemed like it would hinge on. I don't know. I'm just not sure. I played the mirror and I brought these in, but it's fine. Because the mirror is whoever gets to continue with spell first, and if you can just shut him down early, it's fine. I think Nib I was testing with. I was gonna play Droll, and I was like. I wouldn't have liked it. I think I brought it in once. I put it against like one Snake Eye match. I think
doesn't Nib clash with Flunder for some reason? I can't remember why, but I thought it did.
Sometimes, but like there's so many good going second cards for that matchup in here that you don't really need it. Die-Fi's nice. I like manning it sometimes, but it's like fine. It was just like I had like 2 free slots. Like fuck it. This is good. This is good for the mirror just in general, and then we have the 2.
Like this is just like the worst deck like ever. Not like his list or anything, just like Flunder. Like
anything. The Typhon came
yeah,
up
locks your special something, so you can't normal on their turn, right? Yeah.
So
I knew there was something about that card.
And I don't think I linked into anything.
So can you like nib then Dreaming Town at least? Does that work? Because like, is there a way to make it not clash? Okay, wait. Like some of you are saying yes, and some of you are saying no. We don't have any Flunder experts here apparently. I don't know who to like. No, okay. Yesn't XD shrug, maybe. Google Robin. Can I put this in like the Twitch banger folder? I need to make that video soon. That's amazing. I don't like save the screenshots as often as I should. Google Robina. Wait, where's my folder? I don't know where it is actually. Documents? Farfa? Oh, there it is. Got it. Saved. Saved.
This is a good purchase. And then like the shit for Zeus. I think these 6 in particular or whatnot, or maybe like, I don't know. I had it set up where I was just banishing the same 6, so like they're never going to come up anyway. It was like fine.
That's it?
Please tell me he doesn't talk about the extra for like 3 minutes.
For, I guess, like shout-outs for friends and stuff. The biggest shout-out I can definitively give is Ryan Fletcher. For sure. He's like the guy going to like events that flew. He's the guy where when he like, when he's like in top 16 and he doesn't make the next round, he like posts on Twitter, trash his hotel room. Pretty cool guy. But no, he's the guy. I like him a lot. I didn't have this list finalized till like Thursday, and I was just like randomly, oh, you going to Raleigh? It's been a while. I was like, yeah, I'm going. It's like, what are you playing? It's like, flew again. And it's like, what are you playing? And it's like, this is like mostly his list. He didn't make it to whatever, but I wish he did, because I think he's probably better than this deck than I am. But you don't, when you open like this in certain games, doesn't matter anyway.
I gotta get some flu coaching, man.
Anything coming up for this upcoming format? Are you gonna stick with the deck?
What's like the skill ceiling in flu, do you think? Like, what is like the absolute like maximum like level of gameplay that flu offers? I'm like actually curious. Like, what is the difference between a good flu player and a great flu player, you know? Like, that's what I'm curious about. You know, drawing shifter. The ceiling is so low, it should be a limbo bar. Okay, anything other than shifter, guys. There has to be, like, some sort of contributing factor here, right? You can't just all say, like, drawing shifter. Come on, there's more to it than just seeing your floodgates. No.
Visa Starfrost.
Fart for ha ha ha.
Farfa, ha ha ha. Got me, dude. Got me. Alright, who else has got a deck profile here? Anyone else? There's a Pearly list here. Voiceless Voice. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't really know how that deck works. No! Runic Stun doesn't have a deck list up yet. Oh, come on, dude. Alright, we don't have Aaron's Runic Stun deck list. There's a Fossil Diner here. I don't know if that's just like a generic way to reveal or show stun.
Jaffa.
But did he actually play stun? There's a pure Snake Eye list here. We can just quickly look at the thing instead of watching the video. Oh, hold the frickin' phone. Okay, all right.
Hey YouTube, Kyle Jones,
Spice.
Team Firefly here. And who do we have and what'd you do this weekend?
My name is Matt McRae, and I came top 32 at YCS Raleigh.
Thank you,
I finished
Sato.
X1 after Swiss at a pretty large YCS, so the deck performed pretty well.
What'd you play?
This
I
is
played
so
a
formal.
Visa Starfrost pile of cards.
Okay, never mind.
All right, let's get into it.
Okay, so I played the man, one Visas.
Can I get a sub real quick so we hear the
3
thing?
of his little brother, Samsara.
Little brother.
3 of his best friend, right?
I don't think he knows the lore. This is not how this works. It's not. This is not familial relations. Jody, thank you for the prime.
Cart. 3 honorary Visas card, aka best card in Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah. Right there. Matt McRae, top 32, YCS, has just admitted this is the best card in Yu-Gi-Oh! I told you. I told you. Do you understand? It's not a joke. It's not for any particular meme reason. This card is absurd. Paid actor.
Visa Starfrost.
It just outs like everything, and it's good in like every game state. So
it outs everything, and it's good in like every game state. How many times do I need to tell you people this? How do you not get it? It's the best card in the fucking game.
It's not to play 3, and it's a starter in this deck too, so that's crazy.
And it's a starter in his deck.
Rhoda, just 4th Reichardt, and then the Scare Cash for the Fenrir. And then for the other Scareclaw cards, I just played 2/2.
Is it like Arrival at 1 more of a standard? Maybe he explains why.
These cards are good. A lot of people play like 1 and 1 in like Vanadium decks and stuff, but I like 2/2 just because it's more recursion. We're in like a hand trap format. You're gonna have to grind back and forth quite a bit sometimes. So
okay, fair.
Thumbs up. And then it wouldn't be a Yu-Gi-Oh deck without the best engine in the game. So I played 3 Wanted, 1 Diabellstar.
I mean, the Cash Zero is the best engine in the game,
Ash,
but this is close.
1 Oak, 1 Populous.
So what does this do in this deck? Like, what does 1 Snake Eye Ash do with, like, Scare Claws? Like, is there synergy, or...?
You like the ratios for the Snake Eyes?
Yeah. This is fine, honestly. Like,
just link materials?
You already have a lot of good normal summons, so you don't need more. And you have a lot of free cards to send off. So a lot of the time, it sounds weird, but Populous and Oak end up actually being the same thing in your hands as drawing Snake Eye Ash. Because you can just summon this, say, and tribute off and summon this.
Okay.
So, it's kind of like you're playing 3 Ash, but you're not.
This logic is great. Okay.
And then I play a bunch of non-engine.
I mean, technically not wrong, right?
9 effect negators, because you don't want your opponent to play Yu-Gi-Oh! This format.
What the hell? That's like 1 Ulti Veiler and then like a super rare. This is criminal.
And then Ash.
Sorry, rarity like commenters are like really cringe. I know, I understand. Like this is like one of my biggest pet peeves watching a deck profile is like when they talk about the rarities and stuff, and here I am being the thing that I hate. I apologize.
And
that's the perfect description, my friend. Right here, the rarity police. Yep, exactly.
Did you like your hand trap lineup?
Yep.
Anything you'd change in the main?
This is the greatest deck profile. Do you like your hand trap lineup? Yep.
No.
Wait, what did he say? No to changes?
And then Ash and Nibiru.
Did you like your hand trap lineup?
Yep.
Anything you'd change in the main?
Nope.
Fucking Giga Chat. That's incredible. I love this. This is my new favorite duelist.
Extra deck. Shoutouts to Algebra. Play
J squared equals -1. I'm not a math person, but someone please confirm.
2 Lightheart.
What is this like pile of stuff here, by the way? Is this like, are these tokens or are these like borrowed cards and empty sleeves?
He's like a searcher for the Visas cards. For Link 2's IP, SP, that's pretty standard for anything Snake Eye related. And these are like the best cards in the mirror because you just take their Snake Eye cards and play with them.
He says mirror, but I think it's a bit of a stretch to call it a mirror, right?
Princess, that's pretty standard. Celine, that's pretty standard. Link 4's, Apo, that's pretty standard. Access code, that's pretty standard. I don't play Zealantis, you just never need it in this deck. This is more versatile. It can clear problem cards and it can clear stuff in main phase 2. Which is more relevant.
Well, according to the first place deck profile, you know, I'm just saying, Cam did say if you're playing Access over Typhon, you don't know what you're talking about. So we'll see if he's playing Typhon.
And Skull Dread just bridges together some combos. So
that's insane. A Saryuja in 2024.
Other cards.
What are the combos? I need to see this deck in
Banshee
action.
Just lets you get to the Snake Eye cards when you need them.
Oh,
Sometimes.
he's not playing Nemesis. Dude, was it Fire or something that put out a challenge that if Nemesis Flag is or Corridor is in a YCS deck list, he'll like, I don't know, eat his deck or something? Because that seems very true and real, considering how not one person seemed to have topped with Colossus so far that we know of.
Baguska, because it auto wins matchups. Like Branded and Flu. Vicious, because this is like the most free card in Yu-Gi-Oh! It's like literally a BLS. Like you just drop it for free and then kill them.
An extra deck BLS.
And Don Dragster because they.
How old is this guy? He's referring to BLS. Bro, this guy looks like a kid.
Should I line up the whole weekend?
And he's talking about BLS. Like only like old men talk about BLS.
Yeah, I didn't summon this a lot, but it would be good if I played against Stun. Honestly, like I didn't really have much time to test after Baron got banned, so I just literally swapped the Baron for the Dragster in my deck list.
Okay.
I didn't
side
test.
deck.
Well, there wasn't much to test,
a lot
to
of
be
board
fair.
breakers because I find this deck has a lot of gas. You can push through a lot of boards. So 3 Droplet. This is like the best one because it's
Droplet's
super
really good in this
versatile.
deck.
It's good going first.
You have a lot of
in
just like
matchups
free
where,
guys.
Like one of the hand traps is bad, you can take it out, and it also lets you dodge like Imperm, Veil, or all that stuff while also cracking the board. There's also a lot of good cards to discard in this deck.
Yeah.
I cited Terraforming and Raidsoth. These are like pseudo breakers because they get Fenrir, but also starter cards and good cards to pitch with.
This guy is saying Fenrir is so good, he's siding more copies of Fenrir. I don't want to like sit here and complain, or not really complain, but keep talking about how I told you and how I told you. But he's willing to play more copies of Fenrir because of how good Fenrir is.
Droplet, so I just like the ratio of this over striking in like more hard breakers. 2 Lightning Storm, super versatile, really good in the Snake Eye Mirror because everyone likes to side like strikes and judgments, and prior to the ban list summon limit, but now it's like deck lockdown and stuff. So you can hit those, but you can also clear the
We haven't
links
seen anyone
if they
side
don't
deck
draw one of
lockdown yet,
those, so
weirdly
it's not
enough.
like you're just sitting with like a dead back row hate card in your hand. 2 Cosmics, just more board breakers, and this one's good for stun. Those cards are really good. They came in like pretty much every time because it just covers a lot of different matchups. I played a call by because I don't
DB Grinder did? Nice.
I played 2 Judgments. I was debating between this and Strike. I honestly don't know which one's better. I ended up just going for Judgment because I figured they banned my Omni Negate, so I just side the Omni Negate, but Strike's like better in a vacuum. But
You ban
Judgment
Baron,
is,
I
like,
guess
a
I'll
wider
play
variety
Judgment,
of
same
things.
cards.
We just entered a new format, so I know what I was going to play against. I played this Cash guy. He just helps to play under Shifter. You search him and play under Shifter. He's also the stats that the Visa stuff cares about.
What does
so
it
that's
do,
good.
though, in this deck?
And then I cited this gross combo to just auto beat Branded, but I did not play a Branded, so I did not use it.
Honestly, like, one of the coolest things people do with deck profiles, or deck lists, and deck building in general is, like, siding into, like, extra deck pieces that actually have, like, versatile combos as part of your engine, depending on the matchup. It's not something that people do very often, but when it does come up, yeah, okay, admittedly, it's for, like, degenerate bullshit, like this, for example, to get Secret Village, you know, which is kind of weird. But for the most part, like, a lot of people don't really take advantage of it, and especially in a deck list like this, which feels like a very toolbox kind of Swiss Army knife type of deck. That's really cool to see. But weirdly enough, you know, it's probably the best we've seen from a Visas deck, right? Performance-wise. Vanadium has had a couple of tops pre-Snake Eye, and it's basically dead now. And also banning Baron, that deck feels like, you know, not great. Yeah, okay, that's what I'm saying, right? A couple of tops, right? There's Triff, of course, you know. But other than that, I can't really think of too many Vanadium tops. Prime Heart is still legal, that is true. Can we get this emote, please? What is this? Gaga! Oh my god, yes! Alright, perfect. Alright, enabled. Instantly enabled. Alright, I think this is probably it for the YCS rundown. I don't think there's anything else here that we haven't already seen. That was a very cool deck list, by the way. Canadian-based as well. We saw the Flu one. There's no other lists that are online, it looks like. So yeah, there it is. Yeah, no, that is That is the YCS TCG roundup. So very cool. And interesting to see that the same people are doing well consistently in topping. So the format is like, you know, kind of like last format part 2. But still kind of seeing like a lot of cool like new innovations and stuff like that. And big shout out especially to McCray. That was a really cool Scareclaw Vsauce deck list. That was really cool. All right, peace.